Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. So we are cleaning up today in my kitchen mainly, and I think I'm going to end the video with cleaning a little bit of my bedroom. This is the mess from the aftermath of unpacking. It wasn't as horrible as I was expecting, but it's still obviously a mess. So yeah, my husband was actually going through our closet and he got quite a bit of his stuff out of there, and now I need to go through it because my side looks like crap. So yeah, there's a little bit of everything in here. I didn't have as much food to pack up or to put up because we did not bring enough. The last couple times we've been on vacation, I've always brought too much, and this time I didn't bring enough. So that's about the story of my life. I'm one extreme or the other, and I'm really trying to find that, middle ground. So y'all see that TV in there. Funny thing is, if you don't know, I do all my filming on my iPhone. I've got an iPhone 11. It's got a fantastic camera. But my son doesn't like watching TV on this one. It's an older one in his room. So my husband took it out and put it in here, and I hooked up a Fire Stick to it. So I was watching a YouTube cleaning video too. I think it's Crazy Cleaning Momma. I just discovered her, and she's the one I was talking about in my last video that is like a minimalist almost. Like I don't think she claims. I've only just started watching her, but anyway, I really enjoy her. So I just that's just penalin and water in my spray bottle, and that's what I was clearing my counter off with. And as y'all see that little door right there, well here's my tarts. I think that was like pumpkin apple. Yeah, that's our junk cabinet. It's got all the tools in the house, and all of my kids get into it. Nobody ever puts anything back, so I quit caring and I just shut the door. But I definitely don't want it hanging open like that. So, all right, so I'm just clearing this island off. I like to keep it empty. I generally like to keep the other counter empty too, but as you can see, that TV's on there, which is, it's okay for now. I think eventually it might bother me, but I'm an all or nothing type of person, and I can't have anything on here or stuff will crowd around whatever is on here. My tart burner, look at that, y'all, a micro machine on a plate. I don't even know what that was about. But I was saying, it does not matter what it is that's on my counter, something will, like, they just congregate to it, whatever the stuff is, with the exception of my tart burner. I've had that Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle tart burner over there, and it does pretty well. Now that counter does get cluttered pretty often, but I clear it all off. So I don't know, and I just started that with my kitchen island too. I had my fruit bowl there in the middle, but I took it off, and I really like having it empty. It's like if there's nothing there, then it feels like it's really out of place when something is there, if that makes sense. It's like mess attracts mess. So I don't know. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. So it's really difficult for me to clean as I go. I don't know if that's like my state of mind. Like that probably has a large majority to do with it, but I'm also really busy and it seems like I'm doing a ton of stuff all at once. So that's why I don't clean as I go. I know that I should, and I know that would solve a ton of my problems, but anyway. Okay, so I made this mess, y'all. It was one of those days. So I wanted spaghetti for lunch, and I had some gluten-free spaghetti. Well, the first pot I can't remember. I had something upsetting happen, and when I say upsetting, I don't mean like dramatic, but it took my time, and I was trying to deal with it. And it's not that I'm leaving it out. I can't remember what it was. It was a phone call or something along those lines. Anyway, it was something aggravating. So I burnt my spaghetti, and then I was like, crap! I still really want the spaghetti. So I go to make another pot, and it didn't cook all the way through, and it was like mushy, and I was like, okay, fine. Or not mushy, but like really, really hard. And I don't mean like al dente hard. I mean like rubber, not hard. So yeah, I ended up having to throw the pot away. I did try to clean it, but it didn't work. It was an old pot anyway. So yeah. But look at this, y'all. Look at that wiping. Ooh. Y'all just see that. I almost forgot to light my candle. That is like the final piece. Like it is not clean until you lit a candle. So y'all see, that's the pot I burnt. That's the first pot. And the second pot I didn't burn. I just didn't cook it all the way through, and it was just ridiculous. Now, these dishes didn't sit in my sink while I was gone. I actually had loaded up the dishwasher before we went, and all the dishes were cleaned and everything. So, like, I did not leave a sink full of dirty dishes. There are a few things that I absolutely do not want to come home to, and dirty, nasty, stinky dishes is one of them. I'm not going to say I don't let them sit in here every now and then for a day or two, but yeah, for the most part, it's not going to happen. I've got to be in a bad place to not, do my dishes at least once or twice a day. So I do have a dishwasher, so that makes it, a lot easier. But as far as letting them sit for too long, that doesn't normally happen. I think my dishwasher was actually running, and that's why I was washing most of these pots by hand. This one in particular, I wash by hand, but the other, like the stainless steel, I usually try to run those through the dishwasher. It seems like in my mind that it's good for them. And I also like the glass one. I like to put it through the dishwasher. But I had made shepherd's pie, as y'all saw in my last video, so I was just getting around to washing it. So this sink, it drains very slowly. There was a little bit of food in it, but it's just, if you guys are new here, that sink is not meant for a double wide, so that's why it just drains slowly. Okay, so if you watched I think it was my last video I did it, or maybe the one before, I'm decluttering my homeschool room, and I have brought everything in here, and I am glad I'm teaching myself a lesson here, and it's working. I cannot stand all that clutter on that counter over there, and I have nowhere else to put it, so I'm forcing myself now to sort through it because I can't stand, I want to have a clear surface, and it's all spilling over onto the table. And like I said, I want all the homeschool stuff to be right there on that little dresser. So my goal isn't necessarily to get rid of all of it, but it's to actually take the time to go through it and, decide what we really use, what we really don't, and to have it neatly stored away. And I guess it kind of be on display because you will literally see it when you walk through my front door. So anyway, that's my goal for that area. It's not, like I said, not necessarily to get rid of it, but I do not like the way that looks. Like, you guys, I will shove stuff in a closet. I'm not going to lie and say that I wouldn't, just so it'll look neat, but I don't want to do that anymore. And that's why I'm leaving this mess out here, is so I'm forced to deal with it instead of, putting it away. That is still phenolin and water. I would not recommend that on a wood surface. Just the only reason I use it on this one is the finish is coming off, and I need to do something with this tabletop. So, like I said, don't take my whatever recommendation of that on wood, because I wouldn't. My other countertops, it's perfectly fine. And I even mop my laminate floors with it too. But like I said, I don't think that it's probably good for that wood surface. So I'm getting my floors ready to sweep. That's what I was doing here. I did not mop on this day because we had a torrential downpour. I mean, we had areas flooding here. My sister got 2 feet in her basement, and it was crazy. They canceled Joe's t-ball game. I mean, it was just, floods everywhere. So I have 3 dogs. I wasn't able to try to mop because, like I said, they would have just ran right through with muddy footprints. So I just swept, and that was about it. And here y'all go, the grand finale of my kitchen. It is all tidy, and it looks like this about once a day for about 15 minutes. Sometimes a little longer, depending on whether my kids are not at home and whether or not I'm actually in the kitchen. So I do clean, like I said, I do clean it about once a day. But then this is the next day, and I was just making my bed. So, and I'm going to tell on myself. I put my sweater on because I didn't feel like putting a bra on, and I didn't think y'all seeing me without one was appropriate on YouTube. So this was my solution because I wasn't ready to commit to the day just yet. That's the point that we're at. But I was just making my bed and putting my room back together. I know it seems really messy, but I'm very thankful. If you guys have been here since the beginning, you know how messy it was. And now it takes me 10 minutes, not even that. I think this maybe took me 5 minutes to get my room back to where, I was in a good place. But I'm going to go ahead and say my goodbyes here. Thank you all for watching. Absolutely means the world to me. I dropped my camera right there, by the way. And I hope wherever you all are at, you are having a blessed one. And I see you in the next.
Woohoo! I am done. I am done. I am done. I am done. Oh crap, that's all.